Hmm. Black love. Black love, black love. Where has it all gone? Shout out to everybody listening. This is the Maximum Overdrive After Hours. It's been a long time since we did an After Hours show. We used to have a show called The Quiet Drive, where we talked about relationships and black love after hours, but that show has been turned into another type of show, which we hope to air sometime towards the end of the year. So we're not going to be on very long because it is after hours. It's pretty late. But I just wanted to address something real quick. The disease of weakness in black society when it comes down to black men. We have entirely too many weak black men that we just cannot move forward with. Now, I believe at the end of this thing, whatever you want to call it, a war, race war, whatever, at the end of the day, I do believe that we will be the last people standing. After all, this world does belong to us, despite whatever, despite what other people try to tell you. We do have black people who believe anything white people tell them because these black people are afraid and they're weak. But my message tonight, very quickly and very simply, is this. Malcolm X said, a nation can rise no higher than its woman. This is an understanding that is shared amongst other races of men. The Chinese man puts his woman first. Well, kind of. The Indian man puts his woman first. The white man puts his woman first. The Latino man or Spanish man, whatever you want to call him, puts his woman first. All races of men put their women first, with the exception of black men. We have to start putting our women first too. If we're going to rise and be the strong people that we are supposed to be, then we have to put our women first. It cannot happen if we put our women behind us. We'll never get stronger if our women are behind us, if our women are last. If we don't put our women first, if we don't take care of our women, we don't protect our women, we don't protect our children, we can never rise and be a strong people. The woman is the key to everything. She is the key to power. She is the key to dominance. Without her, you won't accomplish anything. Now, I'm sure many of you, especially a lot of you weak black men, have been listening to the Kevin Samuels and the Manosphere and guys like that. Well, those guys are losers. You're talking about guys who've already compromised their sexuality. They're giving it up to the white man. They've compromised themselves, period. You're talking about men who have sold out to the point where they don't see any shame in it. And they are at a point now to where they are encouraging others to sell out. I mean, these guys are walking infomercials when it comes down to selling out. And they're proud of it. So many of you weak men who've been listening to guys like Kevin Samuels and the Manosphere and the Bernard Rileys, all of these scared Negroes, I got news for you. They are losers and they're going to lose with the people that they support, which are white folks. They're going to lose. You think about this. All of this stuff going on out here today. We're talking about a people with a rich history, black people. Aside from our African history, just the history of black people in this country is pretty powerful. The leaders that we done had, the freedom fighters, the names, the Garveys, the Marshalls, the X's, the Kings, and so forth, or whatever. We can't allow their names to be embarrassed or tarnished by these new names that aren't leading the fight to freedom. As a matter of fact, they're leading you into captivity, deeper into captivity, into permanent captivity. Guys like Kevin Samuels is not a freedom fighter. So his name shouldn't ring out. But it is. And that's because we have weak men. See, a strong man wouldn't give Kevin Samuels any kind of accolades. A strong man, a strong black man. Only a weak black man would worship a guy like Kevin Samuels. Now, let me stop saying his name because it's at a point now to where no matter what you say about this guy, it's all good publicity for him. But we still have to, excuse me, we still have to use him for a lesson here and there. I prefer to do something else, but it's at a point now to where it's unavoidable. We look at it this way. We have to put our women first. We are stuck in a situation where we're going nowhere fast. We're burning rubber, but we aren't moving. No matter how much rubber we burn, we stay in the same place and we just smell the stench of burnt rubber. That's because we aren't putting our women first. You want to get out of this rut? You will do so by putting your women and children first and giving you something to strive for, giving you something to live for. So if you got something to live for, then you'll fight. Now, many brothers have sold out and have taken Becky's for wives and decided that they're going to put all their love and devotion and admiration into Becky's, women who are dedicated to killing them. Hey, that's their prerogative, whatever floats their boat, right? We are facing a devastating disease of weakness amongst black males. Somehow, we have to get a handle on that. Somehow, we have to put a stop to that. Somehow, we have to turn that around. One of the very ways you can do that is start putting your women first. And don't let somebody talk you out of it, by saying, well, you got to put black women on pedestals. Other races of men put their women on pedestals. And who said a pedestal have to be a bad thing? Why do these things have to be bad things? I don't see nothing wrong with putting our women on pedestals. Why not? Sounds fine to me. But then again, I've been called a simp, super simp, gangster simp, you know. But here's the deal. This disease of weakness that seems to run all through the black communities, no matter where they are, is something that we have to figure a way out how to stop. Because as long as we have that kind of weakness running through our society with our black males, then our women will continue to be in danger. Their lives will continue to be devalued. And we can't have that. Like I said in the beginning, I do believe when it is all said and done, we will be the last people standing. History will come full circle. We were the only ones standing in the beginning, and we'll be the only ones standing at the end of whatever this is. And so at that point, when you don't have white people backing you up anymore, and you have nothing to fear except the treason that you committed against your people. And their wrath will await you when this is all over with. Can't say that you don't deserve it, right? No one told you to sell out. No one told you to become a coward. But as black men, we have to get serious about putting our black women first and stop allowing people to shame us out of loving our women and caring for our women and protecting our women and caring and loving and protecting our children. And that's what this Manafort does. That's what this Kevin Samuels do. Think about this: a grown ass man, an older man, who has made a profession out of degrading women. How can you respect someone like that? I can't respect a man like that. That's not a job that he's doing. That's not a it's not a blue collar worker, or it's not a profession that he's doing. How can you respect somebody like that? As a man, I could never respect a man like that. And that's the biggest problem with us right now. We go around and respect people we shouldn't respect. And we put our attention into people we shouldn't put our attention into. This guy shouldn't be trending. This guy shouldn't be, big news. He's overly effeminate. He's weak, and he hates women. Why are we listening? Why is he famous in our society? Is that what we want our people to be known for? Is that the new prominent black man, a black man that degrades and put down black women? And what kills me is, yeah, like this is some kind of discussion that's supposed to be had, like it's real serious. Okay, so I've heard them say, "Well, we're forcing people to have a discussion." What discussion? What are we even talking about? I still don't even know what they're talking about when they say forcing people to have the conversation. A conversation about what? We want to sit up and have a conversation about how dudes can't get women, how some women act to weak dudes, and how the black woman won't submit, and how she has nothing to submit to, and is that the conversation that we're forcing? Like, why niggas are deadbeat dads and don't want to pay child support, don't want to take care of their kids and abandon their kids? Is that the conversation that we're forcing? That's the only conversation that I can see that makes any sense. I don't know what other conversation that they're talking about. I mean, think about that for a second. They said, well, Kevin Samuels is forcing people to have the conversation. What conversation? Conversation about what? And understand something, right? The only people who are making this kind of noise to this degree are weak, effeminate black males. There was no strong heterosexual black male walking around here even giving this a second thought. I'm in my neighborhood every day. I talk to brothers every day. No real heterosexual black male who's out here doing this thing is even giving this a second thought. The only people that are complaining, the only people that are bringing this up, the only people that's trying to get you to buy into the fact that all of a sudden there's a new profession out there. It's called degrading black women, and it pays $10 an hour. And so these fools want you to believe that, okay, well, black women are hypergamous, black women don't want to submit, black women have bad attitudes, black women are masculine, black women are the least desired. And who is saying these things? Sissy Bims, the Manosphere, gay men like Kevin Samuels. That's what we're saying. He's saying no real heterosexual man is saying any of this stuff. I'm not saying anything. This is coming from your sissy bims. This is coming from your sissy bims. This is coming from your manosphere. I mean, honestly, do y'all see any heterosexual straight brothers with some business walking around here talking like this? No. And you won't see it. You're only going to see these soft, effeminate losers who got burnt or probably got played out because they're too weak. And now they're crying like babies. Oh, black women, you were 6 and you were 5. You have no. Listen, I ain't never heard a man, not a straight man, tell a black woman she's a 5 but she don't deserve this or that. I ain't never heard no real man say anything like that. I've only heard that from these sissies on here. Keyboard tough guys. Excuse me, I'm a little tired. As you can see, this is a very late podcast. We're in the wee hours of the morning. I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. What's up, Kay? Yeah, truth is, my thing is, they said he's forcing the conversation. What conversation? Somebody tell me what the conversation is because I missed it. I want to know what conversation is he forcing people to have because I have no idea. No idea. I have no idea the conversation that he's supposed to be forcing people to have. I've had a man treat me as if he was. Yeah, because he probably listening to the manosphere. Princess Z, listening to the manosphere, listen to these weak dudes. This is a disease in our society. These type of black males have become a blight on black society. They are a blight. And we have to get to, yeah, no doubt. No, he's not going to do that. Because see, don't let garbage like that affect you. That dude is garbage. He's weak. Don't listen to him. He doesn't influence you. He doesn't have any say so over anything. And trust me, he by no way, shape, or form represent black men. Okay, I want to put your sister's mind at ease. Okay, Kevin Samuels doesn't represent black men. Let's get that straight right now. He doesn't represent black men. You don't need to pay him no mind. He don't influence nobody except for the weaklings that's over there listening to him. And they're over there because they're weak. That's the only ones who are listening to him. Ain't no real men out here following or listening to this fool. He ain't gonna do nothing between black men and black women. Okay, no, he ain't got no power like that. He ain't hitting hard like that. Not hitting like that. No. So don't worry about that. That's not. No, he don't represent me. He don't represent black men. He represents himself and the corny dudes in the manosphere. Those losers. But let's recap. That's a whole lot there, Kay. Truth is, he says, he's kind of seeing it too. Ken Heels needs to be stopped. Us men need to be focused, building instead of being candid to. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it needs to be stopped. As well, I'm concerned, he ain't never started. This guy's a bum. He's a loser. And I understand what you said. We got to be building. We got to do a lot more than build. You know, I think building comes last. We have to first learn how to get along with each other, and we have to change our mentality. If we don't change the mentality, we'll never build anything to begin with. So, in order to build, you have to have the right kind of mentality to build. So, I agree with you that we need to build, but there's other things that we need to do before we start building. And one of the biggest ones is the mentality. The mentality has got to change. It's got to change. Okay. Well, we dead in the water because if the mentality doesn't change, you can build all you want, right? Or you can try to build, but if you don't change the mentality, then what you build won't last. You won't be able to sustain it, and you may not even finish building what you set out to build because you have the wrong mentality. Yeah. Well, y'all got a lot of fancy names for them today. But back in my day, we just called them punks. Nowadays, y'all got all kinds of names. You got incels. you know, back in my day, we just called them punks. You know, it wasn't a word salad. You know what I mean? It was like, I'm feeling pretty good, Kay. How you guys feeling? Yeah, we just, tonight we were just hanging out and we decided to do this impromptu podcast. I want to talk about putting Black women first and how we're suffering because we're not putting our women first. And other men are winning, other races of men are winning because they're putting their women first. Yeah, the truth is that's the that's what we did. We just called them punks. Y'all got all kinds of names for them now, incels, and it is. I heard somebody say something else too, but y'all got other names for them now. But yeah, and you know what's sad too is that okay, as bad as our image is as black men, to have a guy like Kevin Samuels out in front, that should make black men upset and angry because our reputation and our image is already bad. Imagine somebody like that speaking for all of us. That pisses me. I don't want to speak of me. He don't represent me. But the rest of the world, they're gonna see him and they're gonna think we all fools just like him. They're gonna think that he is us. So okay, I'm looking at the chat. Okay. Yeah. And so we have to separate ourselves from that and we have to attack that by saying, this isn't who we are. This isn't what a black man is supposed to be. Hmm. Well, I appreciate it. Damon, you still up? She may have went to sleep on me. Damon, you there? Okay, the lady now has gone to sleep. Let me see. Yeah, Honey Spice, we just decided to just come on and kick it a little bit, talk about putting our women first. And I'm done with the rant already. I'm just coasting right now, talking about a little bit of kid heels. And all right, everybody. No, I think she's asleep. She told me she wasn't gonna be up very late tonight. She's got to work in the morning. Well, I'm about to shut it down. Didn't plan on going that long anyway. Um, I might do an extension of this probably sometime tomorrow around like 5 or something. I might do an extension of putting the black on first because I do have a lot more I want to say. But it is late and I am getting sleepy. All right, I don't want to fall asleep on my show. So we're going to call it a night, y'all. And I'll probably do an extension. Let me see. Oh, okay. That's okay. I mean, if you okay, if you're tired, you're tired. Nobody can get mad at you for that. Just tired, you're tired. Which is what I am right now. And I'll probably do an extension of this later on tonight, at like 5 or something. I'll do an extension of this. All right. So look out for the putting the black woman first, volume 2. Yeah. Well, you can't have the culture without the woman, though. The woman is the key there. I don't know why people are so afraid of the black woman. You can't have a culture without her. She's the foundation of your culture. All right, y'all. Uh-huh. All right, everybody. Peace, power, unity. Like I said, I'll probably do a follow up later on today after 5. So, peace, power, unity. Thank y'all for coming out.